Thought of investing money in the stock market? Well, what's holding you back? Is it the fear of losing your hard-earned money? Don't have the time to babysit your investments? Or are you afraid of the unknown? Well, get ready. We have a proven system that's successfully running for the past 6 years, helping our clients make winning trades with our artificial intelligence-based software. Call now to get in on our free live daily trading sessions as seats are limited. Call 727-597-4377 or visit us at www.sleepandtrade.com.
You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.
What up, man? It's the boy Product. We are now locked into the Life of Product Podcast. This is episode 45. Check it out. The kid is hitting Jordan numbers. I'm on that Jordan jersey wave right now. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been rocking with the kid for a minute. And all jokes aside, before I get into the jokes and I get into the subject of the day, thank you. Thank you to all of y'all. Thank you to everybody that's been rocking with the kid. Crazy shit is I checked the analytics about 2 days ago. And when I checked the analytics, I'm seeing that the listenership has grown internationally. And I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I didn't expect this shit. I didn't expect it. Like, it's kind of one of them things like I manifested it. Because when I first started the show, I was like, yo, I want this show to be domestic, but I want the numbers to grow exponentially. And I want to hit those international markets. And this shit is happening through a lot of hard work, through a lot of prayer. I've actually tapped into the UK. I've tapped into Italy, Romania, and there's a few other countries. But yo, shouts out to y'all, man. And the crazy shit is a few of y'all actually emailed me from out there and was like, yo, when are you going to come out here and do like some live interviews? I don't know about that right now. We in a pandemic, boy. I don't know. But I'm getting around to it. But thank you to y'all for the support. And I have to apologize, y'all, because I actually took a couple weeks off. I was dealing with some stuff. We back on deck. I'm about to really hit y'all with a bunch of back-to-back episodes. But bang. Today is episode 45. Another thing I want to address, stop hitting me up about the whole I do the bong bong shit and everybody doing the bing bong. Bing bong is not gonna last. Bong bong is here forever, baby. Real ones know. Real Brooklyn shit. Bong bong. Let's get into it. Today's episode is called Expand Your Dopeness. Now, I want a lot of y'all to really sit and listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying expand your dopeness. A lot of y'all are going through shit right now. And y'all don't really understand the superpowers that y'all have, the abilities that you guys have right now to stand tall. I am the inspiration dealer. I'm going to bring y'all that shit. So expand your dopeness. A lot of people right now, y'all feel stuck, right? A lot of people feel stuck. And I'm speaking from experience because at one point in life, I felt stuck. This is 2021. 10 years ago, I was going through some real life shit. 2011, I felt stuck. And it took a real adult brother-sister conversation that I had with my sister, my older sister, because all my siblings are older than me. It took a real brother-sister conversation for me to get out of that shit. And guess what? It was tough love. Now, I'm not saying that all of y'all that feel stuck right now need to get tough love. But the thing is, I needed to get tough love because I was on some real boo-hooing shit. Because I told y'all this before on the show, before, like on past episodes. Growing up, I didn't like crying. I didn't like showing emotion. And the only emotion I would show at a certain point when I was younger was anger. That's all I was fucking with. I was like, nah, people ain't getting tears out of me. They not getting this. All they're going to get is the mean side. So 10 years ago, 2011, I was on the phone with my sister. I had a crib in Queens. I'm in my kitchen, like emotional as fuck. And I was like, yo, boom, boom. I feel like this. I feel like that. And she basically told me, man, the fuck up is what she told me. Not in those words, but she was like, yo, man, the fuck up is what she said. And she said, you are in this position because X, Y, Z, only you can get yourself out of that position. After that conversation, I got on my shit. And about 3-4 months later, I was on the path to being where I needed to be at. It wasn't an easy path. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The path wasn't easy. It was hard as shit. During that path, there was times I wanted to literally break down and give everything up. And I came close to it, man. Yo, I ain't gonna get into that part. Y'all ain't getting that side out of me. Y'all ain't getting all of that free game. But there was times I wanted to give up during it. During those months and that duration, it was hard, yo. It was some of the hardest times of my life. But guess what? I got there. I expanded my dopeness. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. For the things I was going through at that time, if I could do it, y'all could do it. And I am the inspiration dealer. But a lot of y'all might feel stuck. I will never criticize a person that has anxiety. Never. And I personally, I've never had anxiety, but I've never known how real anxiety could be for people. And until I actually had one-on-one talks with a few people that had it. And I kind of feel like once you realize how dope you are, that's going to help you cope with your anxiety. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a fucking, psychiatrist. I'm not an analyst and none of that. But I personally feel once you realize how dope you are, it's going to help you with your anxiety. Now, another thing with expanding your dopeness, you have to wake up every day and push for something bigger. You got to push for something bigger. I have a lot of family that I speak to regularly. I have a small set of friends that I actually speak to regularly. And I recently told a couple of them, right now, me, on a personal level, I am on a personal quest for growth. And I think it kind of went over a few people's heads. So I'm telling y'all right now, on some real shit, it's 10:37 p.m. on a fucking Wednesday. I am on a personal quest for growth right now. And this personal quest for growth that I've been on for a while, I'm happy. I'm actually happy with it. I'm really happy with it because I see the difference in myself as a man, as an individual, as a father, as a businessman, as an artist. Now, you have to, before you go on this personal quest for growth, you have to ask yourself, what do you exactly want out of it? And that was one of the things I asked myself when I was on that personal quest for growth. I asked myself, what do I want out of this shit? What am I trying to gain out of it? I know the whole term personal quest for growth sounds great, but what exactly was I looking for? I wanted to lose weight, which I wasn't fat, out of shape, but I wanted to look better. I ended up losing like 30 pounds. I wanted to 30-some pounds. I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to become smarter. I wanted to be able to juice my conversations that I was having with people. I wanted to push for my podcast to be better. And, we're all fueled differently. Like, I don't know what you look forward to waking up every day. I don't know what you look forward to waking up every day. I don't know what fuels you. We're all fueled by different shit. So, like I told y'all before, when I was younger, the only emotion I ever showed was anger. And I've kind of learned a way to fuel my dopeness. I know it might sound crazy. I might be like, yo, Produk is crazy. He kind of 730. I'm really not. I'm a realist. And a lot of people are not going to admit this to y'all. But the steps of me, it took anger, sadness, and failure. It took all of that. It took anger, sadness, and failure for me to wake up every day and say, all right, this personal growth is going to be set into place. I had to fail, dog. I had to fail on many levels to get to the point where I'm at. And a lot of men will not admit to y'all that they have failed. A lot of people will not admit to y'all that they have failed. Why not? Why are you embarrassed of that? We're all human. For you to keep it real with the world, you got to keep it real with yourself first. And that's some real shit, man. For you to keep it real with the world, you have to keep it real with yourself. Me personally, if I can't look at myself in the mirror every day and I'm not satisfied with what I'm looking at, then I failed for that day. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it took failure for me to kind of put together this plan of personal growth. And I've had individual failures in between that, but that has fueled it. That made me wake up the next day and want to grind harder. That made me want to go harder. It has taken, and it takes anger. What angers me might not anger you. I'm not saying I'm angry in the sense where I want to go shoot a building up. No, I'm not angry like that. But the level of anger I'm at on my personal growth is on a personal level, meaning I didn't hit my goal for that day. I'm angry because where I am at in 2021, in December 2021, I should be 6 months ahead of that. So anger is not always a bad thing whenever you use your anger to fuel your passion and shit. Don't listen, man. Y'all be really misconstruing some of the shit I say, right? Don't get angry and go wild out and snuff somebody and be like, yo, Produk said, use your anger. I did not say that, because y'all be doing that, and I have to put this disclaimer out there, because when I don't want a lawsuit too, I don't want to lose fans, because y'all be kind of misconstruing some of the stuff I say. But you have to expand your dopeness, right? I want y'all to wake up tomorrow, take everything I'm saying right now, and I want you to try to apply half of it to your life. It's all going to go over your head. You're not going to be able to do it all at once. I wasn't able to do it all at once. It's all a learning process. I wake up every day and I'm still learning. I'm still rocking out. But you know what? I'm still going. Are you still going? Are you not going? That's the question. Because, in this process, it's easy to give up. Sometimes we don't actually fail until we actually give up. We might think that we failed, but you really didn't fail. The failure was in quitting. And that's the funny thing about it. And I've quit things before. I've quit relationships. I've quit jobs. I've quit friendships. Hell yeah, I've quit friendships. That's another thing y'all don't talk about. I'm not friending somebody I'm not feeling at the time as far as the way they move and stuff like that. But you have to do that to understand everything as a whole. Man, this shit is all a learning process, dog. You know, and I ain't Confucius. I'm just the dude from Crown Heights, Brooklyn. But I'm breaking down free game for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving y'all free game, and I want y'all to soak it up. Don't just take this free game I'm dropping on y'all and y'all just blow it off and then be like, oh, you remember 3 years ago you said XYZ? Hell yeah, I said it because I knew what the fuck I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's the boy Product, Life of Product Podcast, episode 45. We got to take a break real quick. Shouts out to Anchor. Anchor is not only the distributor, Anchor is the official sponsor of the Life of Product Podcast. We will be right back with the second half of the show. Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product. We're now back with the Life of Product Podcast. Shouts out to Anchor, man. Anchor is really doing right by the kid. Anchor is the distributor of the show and the official sponsor of the show. And bang, 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 we still got sponsorships available. So holla at the kid, man. For sponsorship slots, get at me. It's corporate with the K. .ent@gmail.com or corporate with the K. It's corporate entertainment LLC @gmail.com. We're now back with the second half of the show. Today's show is episode 45. Episode 45 is called Expanding Your Dopeness. And I need y'all to really understand where I'm coming from. A couple people hit me up recently and was like, yo, why do you talk so aggressive on your show? Like, you should tone it down. I'm not, the fuck you talking about? I'm not toning down shit. It's not me talking aggressive. If you think I'm talking aggressive, maybe you have a problem with yourself. I'm not talking aggressive. People confuse aggression with passion. And that's another issue I have with society. But this is not me talking aggressive. I'm talking passionately about the stuff that I believe in, because you know what? I fucking believe in y'all. I'm the inspiration dealer. I believe in you. Yes, I believe in you. And if nobody told y'all today, I'm fucking proud of you. I'm proud of all of y'all. Real talk. We all been on social media for years, right? Like, I'm talking years. All right. I'm going to put my age out there. We've been on fucking social media since like the MySpace era, right? Now, we're all on Facebook. We're all on Instagram. We all on Snapchat. I'm not on TikTok. So, you know what I'm saying? If you ever get a TikTok request from me, it ain't me, it's a fucking catfish. But I'm not on that. But a lot of us have been following each other for years. I mean, I know people I've been following for over 10 years. And I'm proud of y'all. I see a lot of people from either my age range or older. You guys are going back to school. I seen somebody the other day post a certificate that they got. I see a lot of people going back into the nursing field. They getting degrees and shit. Yo, pat yourself on the back. That shit ain't easy, especially the older you get. The older you get, trying to learn some shit, it might not resonate. It might not resonate the way it would have resonated in your head when you was fresh out of high school going into college. Being 18 years old, learning something, or being in your 30s learning something is two different things. Or it might resonate more. You might be able to apply your life experiences to what you're learning right now. But guess what? You fucking did it. Let me tell you something. I know people in their 40s that's going back to school right now. If you are in your 40s and you're going back to school right now, do not feel embarrassed about it. Do not feel embarrassed about it. When I was in college, my second year of college, there was a dude in his 30s. I remember the dude. I can't remember the dude's name because I'm bad with names, but he had dreads. And the man said that he was going back to school because his job closed. And he rocked out. He never missed a day. He wasn't bullshitting in between classes. He was in his classes on time. The man got his degree. Shouts out to him. And you know what another thing is too? Sometimes life will push your back against the wall to where you have no choice but to expand your dopeness. See, that's another issue that we don't talk about. Life will push your back against the wall. Your back is against the wall. You have to fight out. Listen, man, let's contribute to where you are at in life to a boxing match. Some of the best boxers have had to fight their way out the corner. Look at Mayweather. You could put Mayweather in the corner on the ropes. You were not hitting him not one time. You could have backed Mike Tyson, tried to back Mike Tyson down to the ropes, and you wasn't hitting him. These guys dodged every punch. You have to do that with life. You got to party around this shit, man. Life will push you to the corner and you have no choice but to succeed. Because if you don't succeed, being 30-something trying to succeed is going to be different from you being 18, 19. 18, 19, you got more of a window to do that. You don't got that shit in your 30s. Clock is ticking. Time don't go backward. It only goes forward. So I've seen people get some of their greatest W's while their back was against the wall. They expanded their dopeness. So I don't talk aggressive. I talk passionately when it comes to this because I genuinely, I'm not a real talk. I am not a hater, dog, at all. I genuinely love to see people win because I want to win in life. If I'm getting a win in life, I try to provide W's for everybody else or provide the information that's going to take you there because I feel like each one teach one. I feel like still sharp and still. I feel like there's been times in my life where the people around me either didn't want to give me the information that I needed or they didn't know the information that I needed. I've had strangers drop information on me that helped better my situation. It brought thousands of dollars to my life. Strangers have done this. And you know why strangers do that? A lot of people that drop gems on people, that drop this random knowledge on people, somebody did that for them. Also, these people understand how the universe works. See, I tell people all the time, man, the universe shit it's like opening a clock on the wall, one of them old granddaddy clocks, and it got all these different spinning wheels in it. All this different shit is working at one time, but they're working in unison. And a lot of people don't get that. A lot. I've seen people, man, that were in position to change lives. They could have expanded your dopeness, but they wouldn't do it. Because you know why a lot of them don't do that? They feel threatened. They feel threatened, and a lot of people are selfish. And that's never been a quality of mine. Maybe I think I've been too giving at times in life. But the one thing about me, it doesn't matter how giving I am. I never hold shit personal when people don't give it back to me. If you don't want to give it back to me, that's fine. Because you know what? I'm gonna get it in another kind of way. Because God and the universe is gonna provide that. So I don't trip over certain shit. Certain shit I'm not tripping over. There's been times I've lent money and didn't get it back. I ain't trip over that because I made 3, 4, 5 times the money back. So you gotta start understanding how the universe works, man. But we are talking about, that's a whole nother convo. But we're talking about expanding your dopeness. Listen, I feel like in the Black community, we don't praise each other enough, and we don't always praise each other in the right way. Like we're so quick we praise the hustlers, we praise the scammers, we praise the motherfuckers that made it without graduating high school. We praise the motherfuckers that made it without graduating college. But what about the people that grinded it out and did that? What about, when I was in high school, I worked from my sophomore year the end of my sophomore year, all the way up until the time I graduated. And I'm not taking none of this personal, but a lot of people like us, we don't get that. We don't get that. We don't get the whole community behind us clapping their hands. I know a lot of people just like myself that worked all through college. We didn't get that all the time. It's like the Black community. Sometimes we get it, but as a whole, we don't get that. We always praise the cute shit is what we do. Now you got people out here that were expanding their dopeness, getting up every day, going to class from 8 to 11, going to work from 12 to 8:30, 12 to 9 o'clock, working 10 hours, working 12 hours. And that standing ovation that was needed wasn't given to them. Now, a lot of those people, they end up having a chip on their shoulders. Those be the motherfuckers that be y'all bosses and be assholes because y'all wasn't clapping for them. Y'all just shitting on them. Real talk. Look, bro, think about it. Trust me, man. I'm very rarely wrong with certain shit that I say. You could disagree with it, but you can't say I'm wrong. Cannot say I'm wrong. It's like, I feel like in the Black community, we're so quick to praise the athletes and the cute shit. Like I love sports. I played a little bit of sports in high school, but we praise that over the doctors and the lawyers and the engineers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a person say, yo, way to go, he just became an engineer. All I hear is, yeah, he made the football team. What the fuck? Like, you don't think we need engineers? You don't think we need Black people that can make blueprints for buildings and stuff like that? You don't think we need Black lawyers that get an innocent Black man out of a situation that he's been put in, that a cop or life put him in, or wrong place, wrong time? We need that shit, but we don't never give these people their flowers while they're here. They've expanded their dopeness. They grinding it out. They spent years learning and studying, and we just be like, oh, that's cool, but what about that jump shot last night? You know what I'm saying? Yo, real talk. Well, I love sports. I love boxing. I love MMA. I love basketball. I'm not into football like I used to be because of the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I just recently got back into football, right? But why is it that a lot of us Black men, my age range, older and younger, we could break down the whole roster of a fucking football team? We could break down who the coach is. We could break down what player stats is, how many records he broke last season. But we can't be like, yo, such and such has an office on on 8th Street in D Avenue. He specializes in criminal law. He specializes in this shit. Why the fuck can we not do that? And these are the dope people of our community that could really change a difference. Now, I'm not trying to go extra woke brother on y'all. I'm not trying to do that. But I'm asking these questions because I've asked these real questions to other people and nobody can answer it. These people have expanded their dopeness. You can expand your dopeness. You know what I'm saying? We tend to put ourselves into these mental prisons, yo, sometimes, man. And I'm speaking from experience. We put ourselves into these mental prisons and we just don't know how to dig ourselves out. Like, we'll do these mental skid bids where we're just so upset with everything, we become engulfed in it. Now, like I said on the first half of the show, that anxiety are kicking, that depression are kicking. Why are you doing this to yourself? If you really looked in the mirror, if you looked at the course of your life and you filtered out the negative shit and you looked at the positive shit and you've looked at what goals you have accomplished, if you looked at what hurdles you jumped over, you will understand how dope of an individual you are. You will understand how you can expand your dopeness. And I told you on the first half of the show, I've been on a personal quest for growth. I wake up every day. I get on my knees, I say a prayer, I make my bed up, make a cup of coffee. First thing I do before I even start my day, I listen to other podcasts because I'm in the podcasting world where I've been in the music world. I've been listening to other genres of music. I listen to other producers, other rappers. I listen to other podcasts. I'm not necessarily listening to entertainment podcasts. I've been listening to podcasts on NFTs, killing two birds on one stone. With one stone, crypto and NFTs is something I've been learning. I got into crypto a couple years ago. NFTs is a new wave. It's something I started learning earlier this year around February. So I feel like I need to do a couple things every day to expand my dopeness and to learn more. And mind you, I might have to listen to that shit 3 times to take something from it, take what I should take from it. But guess what? I still took something from it. Now, I'm not saying this to put myself above y'all. I'm using myself as an example because I am me. I only know what I can do or what I am capable of. But I'm telling y'all what y'all need to do to get on that path. I am the inspiration dealer. It's the boy Product, Life of Product Podcast, episode 45. I will be back next week with another episode. Matter of fact, the next episode I'm dropping, episode 46, is going to be me, my cousin, Damien. We are coming back with another Two Cousins podcast. That's going to be part 2 of the one that we did earlier this year. I'm out, baby.
You are now listening to the Life of Product Podcast.